throttle, it's lights out, and we are racing in MotoGP in Indonesia. It's a really good start on the Factory KTM by Brad Binder. Look at Jorge Martin. Martin from the back of the second row in 6th place. A sensational barnstorming start from the World Championship leader. He gets the whole shot. Martin leads here in Indonesia from 6. Incredible.
Bagnaia is being aggressive on this first lap. Watching him further back, he's up at least 2 or 3 places. He's ahead of his teammate, he's ahead of Jack Miller, and he's ahead of Marco Bezzecchi.
How good is that upgraded Ducati launch device? How good is Jorge Martin off the line? Well, we just saw there a perfect illustration. One of the best starts you'll see in MotoGP. He launched away like a rocket, didn't he? Jorge Martin then leads, being hotly pursued by Maverick Vinales. Fabio Quartararo there in 3rd place. Aleix Espargaro again has missed the start. The factory of Pretty Man back in 5th.
Pecco Bagnaia is up 3 places. He's up into 9th place. Aleix Espargaro's first lap is getting worse as he goes wide. Bagnaia might gain another 2 places there on the inside of Marquez and Espargaro.
Around the outside, they're now through the 3rd gear, turn 11 as Aleix Espargaro. He leans on the world champion Bagnaia. Marquez gets squeezed out for the marbles. Well, it's been a real bad first lap for the Repsol man, who's got at least further what he did in the sprint yesterday. Bastianini runs wide. It is absolute carnage on this first lap here in Mandalika. Marco Bezzecchi is going backwards as well. At the front, it is Jorge Martin that leads, and 3/10 clear of Maverick Vinales.
Oh, Quartararo offline there as he comes through the change of direction. That's going to hurt him all the way down to turn number 10. Luca Marini's on the racing line. Quartararo on the inside. Bagnaia now looking to go through.
Marini gets collected. Yeah, Marini's been collected. Marini then will not get the chance to serve his long lap penalty. On the inside then comes Binder. I think Binder there was worried about running into the back of Quartararo on the outside with nothing he could do. The luckless Luca Marini.
All the credit to Martin for his start to take the lead, but this has been a world champion's first couple of laps from Pecco Bagnaia, who is staring at the podium positions up ahead of him, with Fabio Quartararo running in 3rd place as Martin sets the fastest lap of the race. Vinales is going with him. Quartararo at the moment is not.
Sensational stuff by the world champion. It's going to get even better for him, isn't it? He slots on the inside of Quartararo through the 3rd gear, turn 13. This is brilliant by Bagnaia. It's taken him, what, 2 3/4 laps to get himself from 13th to 3rd.
And Aleix Espargaro immediately relegates Quartararo down to 5th. Aleix Espargaro knows he's got to make up ground early on. Quartararo's trying to relegate him back again. That's brave and bold from the 2021 world champion who releases it again. Aleix Espargaro knows with that soft rear tyre he needs to make up ground in the first half of this race and then manage that tyre towards the end.
Another fastest lap of the Grand Prix early on here then for Martin, 1:31.619. The Binder Marini incident currently under investigation from the FIM Energy Features. Quartararo runs in hot then in the first corner. That allows Brad Binder to ease on through.
Brad Binder has a long lap penalty. No real surprise with that one. It looked from our vantage point as if Binder was the guilty party there. He will be coming through the long lap penalty loop, along with Marini, of course, who still has to serve his long lap penalty. Now he has rejoined this race.
Luca Marini then, he pulls in, he has completed the long lap, and I guess after the crash as well, there's obviously no chance he was going to score points.
And let's take another look at the start and watch Martin, left of picture from that second row, just gets it beautifully hooked up as the lights go out. He's already now alongside Binder. Espargaro hits reverse as he did yesterday, and even before he hits the brakes for turn 1, Martin is clear in the lead.
Tell you what, Nash will be contacting Ducati, won't they? Because that is a rocket launch off the line. We know that Ducati recently have given Jorge Martin and Pecco Bagnaia this upgraded start device. Well, it is working, an absolute treat, isn't it? What a sensational start that was by Jorge Martin. Marquez. I was going to say, just saw a puff of dust, a cloud of debris, and it's Marc Marquez who has a miserable Mandalika Grand Prix. Listen to the groans from the fans in the background there. It's an unlucky turn 13 for Marquez. Didn't even complete a lap in yesterday's Tissot sprint, and he's bailed off on lap 8 here in Indonesia today. No points for Marc Marquez. And now 2 big reasons why he feels like he has no choice but to walk away from HRC next season and build his career back up at Ducati.
Martin's down, look.
Oh no,
Top left
Jorge
of screen.
Martin has
Jorge
crashed.
Martin out.
Can you believe this? Jorge Martin has his head in his hands. There is another massive plot twist, another huge pendulum swing in this year's MotoGP World Championship battle. Can you believe what we've just witnessed? Jorge Martin was cruising. He was 3 seconds ahead of Maverick Vinales in second place.
As Maverick Vinales now takes lead, Bagnaia then up into second place and chasing Maverick Vinales. Pecco Bagnaia will not be able to believe his luck. He's in P2 now. Bagnaia suddenly from 13th on the grid will think, I can win this race.
This one is going to linger in the mind for a good time if he doesn't win this MotoGP World Championship this year. He had it in his hands. He was building a commanding advantage in the World Championship, and he dumps it at turn 11, 3 seconds clear of Maverick Vinales, and in a pile of dust and debris, straight away, head in hands, Jorge Martin, he was on that soft front tyre. Was that an issue? Was he already having problems managing that front grip? On board he goes, tips it in to the third gear, 120 kilometres an hour, turn number 11. They cannot believe it, can they? Fonzi Nieto, the rider coach, bashes the Prima Pramac Ducati wall there. Well, here comes Bagnaia. He's got the inside. This could be the key race-winning overtake then. He got such better speed. This is where Maverick Vinales started to fade through the high-speed change direction through 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and Bagnaia picks him off. This is properly kicking Martin then while he's down, rubbing salt into the wounds of the Spaniard. Pecco Bagnaia then hits the front for the very first time in this Indonesian Grand Prix. We remind you, he started from way down in 13th place. What a sensational job this is. This is the reason why he's got that number 1 plate emblazoned across that factory Ducati. 2 laps to go here then in Indonesia. The gap down to just 0.6 of a second between Bagnaia and Vinales, just under 0.8 of a second splitting your top 3. Still Fabio Di Antonio on course for an excellent career best 4th place there. Here he comes with the corner speed through the 4th sector. Oh. This has been his sector all weekend. Again, though, he just can't quite get through. Vinales doing a sterling job here, desperately holding on for that second. We're about to start the final lap. But Pecco Bagnaia with 2 corners remaining here in Indonesia, with Jorge Martin down and out of a 3-second lead. Through the final corner we go. Bagnaia almost at walking pace as he comes over the line, but it's a monumental, a massive victory in Mandalika for Pecco Bagnaia and the defence of his MotoGP World Championship. Cue absolute delirium inside the factory Ducati garage. That was the ride of a world champion.
But that is a trophy that will take pride of place for Pecco Bagnaia. From 13th to victory, the ride of a world champion and the ride of our new world championship leader.
If you love MotoGP videos, like and subscribe.